Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be doing another makeup declutter. I have for you today my single eyeshadows, eyeshadow duos, little eyeshadow palettes, and stuff that I did not share with you in my big eyeshadow palette declutter. I was actually able to get rid of quite a few things. I am very proud of myself. I love when I can get rid of a lot of things. It just makes me feel very productive. I do have a whole playlist on all of my past makeup declutter videos, which I'll have that link down below in the description box if you have missed any and want to check any of them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. That way you get notified of my future makeup declutter videos and just videos in general. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the makeup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with my duos and like little quads and like little mini palettes and stuff like that. I do have quite a few little NARS duos. NARS has some of my favorite makeup products ever, so I have several of their duos. This one is in Isolde, I believe is how you say it. Isolde. It's beautiful, perfect for the summertime. It's just really beautiful, like bronzy shades. And NARS has amazing makeup, like I said, so a lot of these I am going to keep. I also have this one in Habanera. This is one of my favorites. It's like a beautiful, kind of like an eggplant color, and then like a really icy blue. I love this one as well, so I'm gonna hang on to that one. This one is called Rated R. This is one that my husband actually bought for me a few years ago when we did the husband buys my makeup tag. He bought this for me, but I honestly never used this, so this is one that I'm probably gonna go ahead and pass on. The rest of them I think I'm going to keep. This one is called All About Eve. It looks like they're the exact same colors, but they are a little bit different. I don't know if the camera is really going to pick that up, but they are different. I've had this one for a little while. This is just stunning for something, a little light wash of color on the lid if you don't want to do anything super dramatic. This is a really, really great little duo. This is another really great neutral duo. This one's called Madrag, and you can see I've made quite a little dent in this one. I used to use this all the time. I do love this one a lot, so I am gonna go ahead and hang on to this. I told you I have a lot. This one's called Tazreen, and the reason why I've always kept this one is because of this like blue jean color down here, but I honestly never ever use this one, so I do think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. My last NARS duo, this one's in Cordura, and this is one I feel like everybody should have. These colors are so nice. Even though they do have a little bit of shimmer in them, these are my favorite like deep shades to work with. Perfect for deepening up the crease, perfect for using as eyeliner. These are gorgeous. You definitely need to check out this little duo. This is a little quad palette that I got from e.l.f. This is in the shade Beautiful Browns. I do really like this a lot. I think it's great for the price, perfect for the summertime. If you're somebody that doesn't want to spend a lot of money on eyeshadow, this is a great little option. That is what they look like right there. This quad is just a few dollars, and I think they still sell it, so I am gonna hang on to this one. This one's a really good one from e.l.f. Next up, I have these little Smashbox things. I got this in a holiday set a few years ago, I believe. This one is just full of a nice array of neutrals, and then this one I think is a little bit more funky. Has a little bit more of like cool toned shadows in that one. Both of these, I never used them. I think my sister might be able to get some use out of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass both of these guys on. I used to be obsessed with Bare Minerals eyeshadow quads. I have so many of these, but honestly I never reach for these anymore. This one is in The Elements. I used to love this one. I never really used it on my eyes, but I just loved the color combination in here. Bare Minerals does have really nice eyeshadows, but I think I'm gonna pass on a lot of these, so I'm gonna get rid of The Elements. This one is called The Dream Sequence, and this one is just really pretty purples, but again I just never reach for this, and I have so many like other eyeshadow palettes that has really pretty purples in it, so I think I'm gonna pass that one on as well. This one is called The Truth. This one's probably my most used Bare Minerals palette. I used to use this one all the time. That is what it looks like right there. Perfect array of neutrals, but these are all shimmery shades. There's like no mattes in here, so I do think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on as well. The last big one that I have is called The Soundtrack, and this one I was obsessed with as well. That is what it looks like right there. Beautiful array of colors in here. Like look at the pigmentation of those. So so pretty. I was obsessed with this like olivey green. These are just gorgeous. Bare Minerals does have some really good quality eyeshadows, but I feel like I have other things in my collection right now, so I am gonna go ahead and pass this one on as well. All right, just a few more left. The next Bare Minerals thing that I have, this is called the Inspiration. This is just one of their duos, and this is really pretty as well. Nice purpley tones, but again, this just isn't something that I use anymore, so I am gonna go ahead and pass that one on. This is a little quad that I made from MAC a few years back, and I love the colors that are in here. MAC is not cruelty free, but I do think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this because I do love this cranberry shade up here. This one is called, I think, Mystery or something like that. Green Smoke and then Contrast. I do think I'm gonna hang on to this because this is something that I reach for in the fall time, and since I paid a lot of money for it, I do think I'm gonna hang on to it. This little quad from MAC, however, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. I didn't even really want it because I knew I would never play around with these colors, which I never used it. I've only ever swatched it, but the reason why I bought it was because it was from the Riri MAC collection, but it's just kind of pointless for me to have it now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. This next one is from Bare Minerals. This is one of their little eyeshadow palettes. This was called the Power Neutrals, and I just never reached for this. Again, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this one on. And then the last thing that I have here is from Dior, and this is a little eyeshadow. It's not really a quad because there's 5. I don't know what you would call that. I used to use this a lot, but honestly, I never reach for it anymore. I have used it quite a bit, as you can see, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on because I just never reach for it anymore. So this is going to be everything that I'm going to be getting rid of out of my little quads and duos and stuff like that. There's 12 products here, which I don't think that is too shabby. I'm gonna be keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be keeping 7 and getting rid of these 12, so I don't think I did too shabby there. I think I did pretty good. All right, next up here I have all of my ColourPop single shadows. I have so many of these ColourPop shadows, it's ridiculous. I do think I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these because I'm not the biggest fan of their matte Super Shock shadows. Like, I love them like pearlized and the pigments and all those, but the matte ones I'm just not the biggest fan of. So I think I'm actually going to be getting rid of quite a few of my ColourPop shades here. This first one that I have here is called Erotic, and this one is a pressed pigment. This one is so freaking beautiful. All of the pigments and metallic finishes I am going to keep because they're just so intense and rich and perfect. I am going to keep them all. This one is called Desert, and it's a satin finish. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass that one on. This one is a metallic one called Sequin. I've used this one a lot. It's beautiful in the summertime. It's a gorgeous like rose gold, so I'm going to hang on to that one. This one is another satin. It's called Truth. That is what it looks like right there. I might keep this one. This one actually looks really pretty. Let me see. I think I might actually hang on to that one because that would be nice just to toss on the lid, like for very minimal makeup looks. So I am going to go ahead and hang on to that one. All right, next up we have this one called Hustle, and this one is a matte. I am going to go ahead and get rid of all of the matte ones just because I never ever reach for them. So I'm going to get rid of that one. This one is called Drift. This one's a pearlized. This one's really pretty. I have used this. I think I've used this in a video before. It's so pretty. It's like the perfect like red for fall, like burgundy red shade. I am going to keep that one. This one's called Animal, and this one is a pressed pigment. Has really pretty shimmer in there. Perfect for the springtime. I am going to go ahead and hang on to that one. This is one of Kathleen Light's mattes. This one's called Glow. I used this a lot, but the texture of it now, I feel like it's dried out or something because it just does not look the same as when I first got it. So I am going to go ahead and pass that one on. This next one is called Smash, and this one is a satin finish as well. That is what that one looks like right there. These ones look like they have a little bit of glitter or something to them. Let me see. Ooh, that one's really, really pretty. I don't think I've ever used that one, like on the actual eyes, but it's really pretty. I think I'm gonna hang on to that one as well. This one is one of my all-time favorites. This one's called Midnight. It is another one from the Kathleen Light's collaboration. It's basically a black with a ton of like gold glitter in it. Look at that. How freaking pretty is that? So I'm gonna hang on to that one, obviously, because it's gorgeous. This one is called Lovely. This is another metallic. This is such a pretty one. Perfect for the summertime. I'm obsessed with that one, so I am gonna keep that. This one is called Roulette, and this is a black matte, which just looks like that. I'm like rhyming. I feel like Cat in the Hat. That is what the black looks like. I was kind of not sure if I wanted to keep this or not. That is what it looks like right there. I think I am just gonna go ahead and get rid of it just because of the texture of it. Like, it's so moussey. I like my matte shadows to be powder, you know, not like this moussey stuff. So I am gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. The mattes are really good from ColourPop. It's just that the texture for me is just a little bit difficult to work with. So that's why I'm just getting rid of all of the mattes. This one is called Mittens, and this is another matte shade. This one I know has been really popular. This one sells a lot on their website, but I do think I'm gonna pass that one on as well. This one's called Bill. I have tried to use this one before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that one as well. This one is called Ibiza. This one's a pearlized finish. Such a beautiful blue. I am gonna hang on to that one. This one is one of my absolute favorites. Kathleen Lights created this one as well. This one is called Telepathy, and it is so freaking pretty. So I'm definitely keeping that one. I think I mentioned this one in a favorites video. It's really good. This one is called To a T. This is another matte one that I'm gonna get rid of. This one is called Porter. This is another one of Kathleen Lights. I love it. Again, it's a perfect like burgundy for the fall time. Definitely gonna keep that one. This one is called Cricket. This is another metallic finish. I really like the metallic finishes. Look how pretty that is. It's like a purple with gold shimmer in it. So pretty. This one is called Weenie. This is one of my favorite rose golds like ever. I think I like this one better than Sequin. It's just perfect. Such a beautiful color. I've done a look with this on my channel and it's just everything. It's so beautiful. This is called Cornelius. This is another matte shade. I am gonna go ahead and pass this one on. This one is one of my all-time favorites. This one's called On the Rocks. Perfect if you have a tan or like deep skin tone in the summertime. It's beautiful. Definitely need to check this one out. This next one is called Game Face. This reminds me a lot of like Makeup Geek Flamethrower Foiled Shadow. It's beautiful. A perfect like orangey bronze shade. I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to that one. This one is called Chipper. Beautiful like mint color. Perfect for the springtime. Definitely gonna keep that one. This is another one of my all-time favorites. This one's a metallic finish in Hammered. Again, it's just a beautiful like green with a ton of gold glitter in it. I've used this one a lot too. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna keep that one as well. This one's a pearlized in the shade Empire, and it is just a really pretty kind of like foresty jade kind of green shade. Very beautiful. I'm gonna keep that one. This one's called Lace. It's a really pretty purple with some blue glitter in it. Love that one. I'm gonna keep that one as well. This next one is called Blaze. This is another one of Kathleen Lights shades. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm gonna keep that one. This one is called Effect. This is a matte one that I'm gonna get rid of. It's kind of like a teal, almost like a teal green. Very pretty, but just not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. This one is called Mooning. This is a pearlized. I don't think I've ever used this, but that's really pretty. Let's see what it swatches like. Ooh, it's like a chocolate bronze. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever used that. Definitely gonna hang on to that one. This next one is a matte shade called Bandit. I am gonna go ahead and pass this one on as well. It's a beautiful color in the pan, but again, the formula is just not my cup of tea. This next one is called Kathleen Lights, and of course, I'm gonna keep that one. This next one is another matte called Girl Crush. This is like a taupey gray. I'm gonna pass that one on as well. And then the last one that I have is called Bay, and this is like such a pretty like duochrome. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm definitely keeping that one. So these are the 11 shades of the ColourPop shadows that I'm gonna be getting rid of. I think I made some pretty decent progress. Not too shabby. All right, next up I have my pigments and glitters and stuff like that. There are several here that I'm going to be keeping because I just feel like it's good to have a variety of pigments and glitters and stuff like that for just like playing around purposes. The first ones that I know I'm going to keep are the J-Cat Shimmery Powders. I did a whole video on these. These are fantastic, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you've seen all the other colors that I've got. I got quite a few more, as you can probably see sprawled out here. I even got a few of their glitters, which these are fantastic. I cannot wait to play around with these. These are so amazing for the price. So I'm going to be keeping all of these because I literally just bought them. So I'm just going to pull them out. I just wanted to share with you guys the glitters as well. That's why I thought I'd show them to you. But look at that. How amazing are these? These are $3. So if you haven't seen my video on the pigments, I will definitely have that linked down below because they are amazing. These are some of the new ones that I got. This one right here. This is a new glitter. This beautiful mint color with some gold. Ugh, beautiful. You definitely need to check out their website and pick up some of these because they are fantastic. Look at that purple glitter. So I'm going to keep all of those, and that's pretty much a lot of my pile because I didn't really have a lot of pigments and stuff. I just had these few before I discovered those. So now down to this little pile. The first thing that I know I'm going to go ahead and get rid of is this one by Sigma. This is the Loose Shimmer and Gilded. I've tried to make this work a few times and it's just not my cup of tea. It's just very, very thin glitter. Doesn't really show up when you try to put it on your eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. I do have several MAC pigments, and these are very, very expensive. I bought these quite a while ago. I have just 3 of them here. I have Rose, which is beautiful in the summertime. I have Vanilla, which is a really great pigment. I love the color of it. I've used it quite a lot. And then I also have this one in Heritage Rouge. And I do think I'm gonna keep these even though they're not cruelty-free, just because I paid a lot of money for these. These things are 22 bucks a pop, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to these because I do still use them. This is a NYX roll-on shimmer. I actually have a few of these. I do really like this one in Salmon, so I do think I'm gonna hang on to that one. This one in Taupe I never use, so I do think I'll pass this one on. This one's in Onyx and it's really, really pretty. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think I'll hang on to it for now because it's a beautiful like silvery blue, like really deep, perfect for like smoky eyes or something like that. So I do think I'll hang on to that one. I then have this one from Your Minerals Sweden, and I got this in a BoxyCharm, I believe. This one's really pretty, but honestly, I just never reach for it. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. I have these two from NYX. I don't know if they still make these or not, but these are the Ultra Pearl Manias. I just have 2 of the shades here, and I never use them on my eyes, but I really like to mix these in with like lotion and stuff like that. So then that way in like the spring and summertime, you can put it on your body for a little bit of a glow. So I am gonna hang on to both of these. I have this shimmer from Too Faced. This is the Glamour Dust in Nude Beam. That is what it looks like right there. It is very, very messy. I think I will go ahead and hang on to that. I think I got this from the Vegas Nay palette. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that's where I got that. I then have a Makeup Geek pigment. This one's in the shade Utopia. I love this pigment. I use this a lot. It's very, very pretty. This is my only Makeup Geek pigment that I have, but it's really good. The only thing that sucks is the packaging. I feel like the packaging of all these is pretty much crappy, but really good. I love this one from Makeup Geek. This one is from Dose of Colors. This is one of their Ideal Duos. This one's in the shade Stellar. It just has like a cream base up top here, and then it's got the pigment on the bottom. Has a nice little sifter there. I think I've used this before in a video. I do really like it. It's not a color that I would gravitate towards all the time, but I do think I'm gonna hang on to that one. And then this is one from NYX. This is one of their NYX pigments. This one's in Insomnia, I believe. This is just a really pretty vibrant green shade. I just thought it was fun, and I just got it recently, so I am gonna go ahead and hang on to that one. Didn't get rid of too much there, just these 3 products, but hey, that's progress. You know, better than nothing. All right, the last things that I have here are some single eyeshadows. I have a mix of drugstore and high-end, and I feel like there's quite a few here that I can actually pass on. The first one being the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Trio. This one's in the shade Brown Bonanza. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. All these colors are just very, very shimmery, and I just don't ever reach for this, so I will pass that one on. I have this single eyeshadow from NARS. This is in the shade Galapagos. This is one of my favorite browns I think I own. It's so beautiful. It does have a lot of shimmer, but when you blend it out, the shimmer just kind of dissipates and you don't even notice it on your eyes. So I love this. It's beautiful. You definitely need to check this one out. I have a few from Bobbi Brown that I've had for a while. The first one that I have here is called Toast. I have used this so freaking much. I do think I'm going to hang on to it because it's just a really nice transition shade. This one's called Camel. This one's kind of like a cult favorite on YouTube. I do think I'm going to hang on to that one one as well. The next things that I have a couple more things from NARS here. These are their, what are these called? Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have this one in Phoebe, which is a really pretty purple. And then I have this one in Himalaya, which looks like that. I think I'm gonna get rid of Phoebe because I honestly just never use it, but I'll keep Himalaya. All right, next I have these Catrice Liquid Metal eyeshadows. These are really good. I do think I'm gonna keep all of these. These are very affordable. You can get them at the drug side of Ulta. These are so amazing. They are very pigmented and they just have a wonderful metallic shine. So I'm gonna keep all of these. They're really, really great. You definitely need to check those out. I then have these from e.l.f. and I haven't actually tried these on my eyes. I think I swatched them when I first got them, but honestly I don't remember what they look like. So this one's in the shade Confetti. This one looks a lot like ColourPop's Tassel. It just looks a little bit chunky, doesn't it? That's what that looks like right there. Kind of looks like ColourPop's Tassel, but honestly the pigmentation isn't like great throughout the product, so I think I'm gonna pass that one on. This one's called Soiree. This one looks really pretty. It's like a pretty rose gold, kind of like a more deep rose gold. Hopefully this one looks good. It kind of feels like a ColourPop shadow, like gel-like, you know, like a ColourPop shadow. Look at how like intense it is on my finger, but then look how it swatches. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that one as well. Let's see, this one is in the shade Gala. That's what that one looks like. It's kind of like a brown with some silver in it. It swatches beautifully like on my finger, but no, that one's not too bad. That's what that one looks like, but it's not something that I feel like I want to keep, you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna pass that one on. Actually, I think I might just get rid of all of these. How many more do I have? I think I just have this last one. Oh no, I have 2 more. This one's called Festivity. Ooh, that one's really pretty. It's like a purple with like silvery blue reflex in it. Ooh, yeah, that one swatches really nice on the finger. Let's see if it actually deposits the color. No, definitely not like ColourPop. So I'm actually gonna get rid of that one. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this one too. This one's in the shade Toast. It's like a gold, but honestly, I'm just not even gonna try it. I'm just gonna get rid of all of those because I don't like those. The pigmentation is definitely not up to par with like ColourPop. It feels like ColourPop, but the pigmentation is just kind of lacking there. All right, next up, I do have some MAC shadows here. I have quite a few actually. The first one that I think I'm gonna get rid of is this one called Lorelei. This was from their Alluring Aquatics collection. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one because I never reach for this. I do think I'm gonna keep this one, however, because this one's just a very unique color. That is what it looks like. This one's called Silver Sun. It's really, really beautiful. So I think I'm gonna hang on to that one. I have this MAC shadow. This one's in Sumptuous Olive. I think I'm gonna pass that one on. This one is called Omega. I never use this, so I'm gonna pass that one on as well. I have this one called Woodwinked, which I'm just not a fan of this color. I think I'm gonna pass that one on. This one is called Brulee. Again, I just never reach for this anymore, so I think I'm gonna pass that one on. I have MAC Soft Brown. This is just kind of a classic. I do think I'll hang on to this one because it's a nice transition shade. The last MAC shadow that I have is this one called Jest, and this one's actually a really pretty color. It's kind of like a peachy, pinky color, perfect for the spring and summer. That's what it looks like right there. So I do think I'll hang on to this one as well. I have this little guy from the Balm. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag when I was still, you know, getting Ipsy. This one is in the shade Matte Kumar. I just think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I have several from Milani here. Milani has really, really nice eyeshadows, so I think I'm gonna keep all of these. I have Bella Ivory right here. This one is called Bella Bronze, and then this shade right here is called Bella Diamond. These are so nice and so pigmented. I want to try out more of their eyeshadows, but so far I'm gonna keep these 3. This is another little thing I got in like an Ipsy bag or something like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I have so many other shimmery, bronzy shades. I don't need another one. This is one from Sigma. I think I'm just gonna pass this one on as well. This is their eyeshadow in Publicize, but I never use it, so I'm gonna pass that one on. I have this shadow from NYX. This is called Dark Brown. It's basically just a dark brown eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one on, as well as this one. This one's the NYX Hot Orange eyeshadow. It's really, really pretty, but I just never reach for it. So I think I'm gonna pass that one on as well. This is from Cargo, and I think I got this in a BoxyCharm because I don't ever remember paying for this. This is the Provence eyeshadow. It's a gorgeous purple. Look at that purple. That is beautiful. Let's swatch it real quick. Ooh, it looks like a unicorn or like fairy dust or something, doesn't it? It's so pretty. I think I'm gonna actually hang on to this. This is a Catrice matte eyeshadow. This is their Velvet Matte eyeshadow. This one is in the shade All Burgundy, assuming is how you say it. That is what it looks like. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one on. I don't think I'm gonna use that. Definitely not as pigmented as their Liquid Metal eyeshadows. All right, I then have a few single shadows from NYX. I have this one called Kiss the Day. It's just a nice little cream shadow. I think I'm gonna pass that one on as well as this one. This one's called Bare My Soul. NYX has really good eyeshadows, but honestly, just like little single eyeshadows like this, I very rarely use. So I think I'm gonna pass that one on as well. This color I think I'm actually gonna keep though. This one's called Skinny Dip and it's really pretty. I feel like it's a very unique kind of like eggplant color and I've used this one quite a bit, so I am gonna go ahead and hang on to that one. These shadows from L'Oreal are so amazing. Even though they're not cruelty free, I do think I'm gonna hang on to them because I've had them for a little while and they're just gorgeous. You cannot beat the pigmentation of these. They feel kind of like ColourPop shadows, but they're so pigmented. They're very creamy. I do really like the formula of these. I wish L'Oreal was cruelty free, but I am gonna go ahead and hang on to these because I do already have them in my possession and I like them. So next I have this from Chanel. This is actually a bronzer that I got as a sample like a while back when I bought one of their blushes, and I've been using it as an eyeshadow. It is really pretty, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on. This is Wet n Wild's Nutty eyeshadow. This is a really pretty color. It's kind of like a satin taupe almost. Very beautiful. Perfect just to throw on the eyelid and be good to go. I do think I'm gonna hang on to this because it's really pretty and perfect for every day. This is an eyeshadow that I have from Urban Decay. This is their Naked eyeshadow. This is a perfect transition shade. I think I'm gonna actually keep this because it is perfect. You cannot go wrong with this, and I know I have it in my Urban Decay Naked palette, but this is just nice to kind of have and grab whenever I need it. So I do think I'm gonna hang on to that one. This is one I am kind of torn on. This is my Burberry eyeshadow in the shade number 2. This was so freaking expensive and I think I might keep it because it was so expensive. I don't use it as often as I would like to. That is what it swatches like right there. It's so pretty though. That is what it looks like. I do think I'm gonna hang on to it. I kind of went into this thinking I was gonna get rid of it, but it was so expensive. Like I need to keep it. I need to keep it and I need to use it. So I'm gonna hang on to that one. And then I have this one from NYX. This is one of their, what is this called? Prismatic shadows. This one's in the shade Bedroom Eyes. I don't know really how I feel about this. It's really nice, really pretty, but it's just not something that I really use all the time. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. So these are the 22 shades that I'm going to be getting rid of. I don't think I did too bad with my single eyeshadows either. I think I did a pretty decent job. Got rid of quite a few. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this makeup declutter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to let me know down below in the comments what you want me to declutter next. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave, that way you're notified of all of my future videos, and I will talk to you guys soon in my next one. Bye!
I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes.